Nesting of loops. Okay, now we'll take an example here. Or what is a nesting of loop? Nested loop or nesting of loop. Loop within a loop. Loop within a loop is called as can anyone respond?
Nesting of
Nesting of loop or nested loop, for example. Okay, see that what we discussed on finding list of prime numbers and programs on that. Okay, and then that means finding the sum of prime numbers, counting the prime numbers from between particular range, like that. Finding list of prime numbers within a range, and finding the list of perfect numbers within a range. Then finding the list of, still did we discuss anything like that? Angstrom within the range. I think there is another like you can find a list of strong numbers. See what is strong numbers I didn't discuss, right? Now I'm leaving to you. What is strong number? Search for it. Only search the what is the concept, and then try to write the code for that. Okay, if you know the factorial, you can work on this program. Okay, then. And we'll take some other example like formats. These helps a lot. This formatting program will help a lot to understand you how to work on this nesting of loop. Okay, we'll take one example. Number one, I want to display 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, then in the next line again I want to display 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, of course, you can write the printf statement which contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you can write that in. Of course, it works. But my intention is, even if you want to display these numbers, I want to write the loop. Getting what I'm saying, ma? So, how to write this code? Before, are you ready to listen this concept, ma? Because it's very important. Can you
Yes,
give
sir.
response, students?
yes,
Yes,
Not
sir.
only one from
Yes, sir.
students.
yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Thank you. Now, how to write this code is if you see any patterns, see formats, or I can say patterns. If you see any patterns to display, then how to write the code is very, very important. Many students get confused and they'll be fearing to write the code for these patterns. But you understand the logic, that it's very easy. Even after 4 years, you can able to write the code for this. But you need to remember logic here. Now, before writing directly the code, you see only one line here and write the code to display 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 using the loop. Shall we use while, for, or do while? Yes, ma'am.
While.
Use for? Okay, you want to while? Okay. We'll write the code first in while and then we'll convert that into the for. Okay, so that you'll get understand that you can write with any form of loop. Okay, if you want to loop, use a loop, while loop, I'm taking while equal to 1. I'll start with 1, I'll end with 5, right? So, while, actually what I want to do, I want to print, is a printf, okay? Printf, %t, a space you can give here, and comma, I'm displaying the I value, where I value will start from 1 till 5. Therefore, what I'll do here, I is less than or equal to 5. Here I'll say I plus plus. This is fine? Now this single line will be displayed with this code. Is it fine, ma? Response please. Get ready. Keep your finger on your mic and give response. Okay, now if you see the second line is also same, right? Third line is also same. Fourth line is also same. So what you can treat, you can treat this part of code as a single statement As if you want to display your name like printf srk, that what I said. Assume this is a single statement. Now how many I want to execute this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what I should do? Can any guess?
Nesting.
You need to write this statement within a loop where it executes for 4 times. So take some other variable like j or k, something like that. Let me set k equal to 1. Now I can say while k is less than or equal to how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times. 4. Open and say k plus plus here. Close it. Now, is it difficult or easy?
Easy, sir.
Well, easy to understand, right? Now, can I write the same code like this, where take the k, where is my pen? Yeah. Now, instead of 1 to k equal to 1 to k is less than or equal to 4, even I can say k equal to 4 while k is greater than or equal to 1. Open, and then here it's a k minus minus. Still, I can write the same code here within the box that what I wrote here. Still, it gives the same result. Yes or not? Absolutely, no doubt. Because the loop I want to wait for 4 times. How many times? 4 times. Either you take 1 to 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, or I take 4, 3, 2, 1 is almost same. So either this code is also fine, either this code is also fine, where you write this, but inside I should start from I equal to 1, because if you want to display the I value, where the I value begins from 1 to 5, then I should say I equal to 1. Then now if I want to write the same code here using the loop, how I can do that? I can say for, right here, for I equal to 1, I is less than or equal to 5, I plus plus, inner loop. Then printf %t, or I can use some space here, comma I. Updation completed here. Now I'm saying k equal to 1, k is less than or equal to 4, k plus plus. Open, close. Is it fine, ma? If you say okay, then I will move ahead.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Done. Now we'll take another format here. Now I'll take a similar format. You need to say me how to the code. Okay. Now the format 2, or let me say P2 and 2. Okay. Now my thing is that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now what I should do?
Sir, we have to use decrement.
Yes. Now I value, where I need to start?
5.
Inner loop. Only for only one
5.
line you write the code. Only for one line you will write the code. While. Okay. Now what I should write the condition here? Of course, I'm displaying the I value here. Okay. Now, what I should perform the updation? I should start from 5. I should go all
I
till 1.
minus minus.
Here I should say I minus minus. Now, what condition I should write here?
I
Greater than or
equal to 1.
Yes, greater than or equal to 1. I said you write all the numbers 5, 3, 2, 1. You are starting from here and you want to end here. If you take the last number, comparing with all the other numbers, the one value is greater. And if you want to even include the 1, I should take equal. I should say I is greater than or equal to 1. Now, this code work for one line. For one line, this code will work. Now, how many times I should complete? How many times I should execute this? 3 times. So I'll say k equal to 1 while k is less than or equal to 3. open here, k plus plus, close here. Is it fine now? Very simple, right? Now we'll take somewhat little bit complex thing. Pattern 3, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now see, if you see that every line is difficult, right? Yes, ma'am. Is it every line is difficult or not? Different or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, if you see, almost everything is same, but here the last line is giving till 5, next line is till 4, 3, 2, and 1. So you take the largest line, means a line which contains all the numbers. When you take only the last number, last line, and you write the code for that. Shall we write with the help of for loop? If I say,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
yeah,
Yes, sir.
I'll take I equal to 1. Now I is less than or equal to 5 I plus plus. Okay. Now I'm saying printf. Yeah, I forgot to say one point, ma, in the previous program also. And see, I want to move from this line to this line. When I want to move, when you completed this inner loop, it's very important actually. Printf a new line character. Okay, here also. New line character. Here means after this inner loop, I need to write here as printf a new line character. This is very important actually. Even here, after executing the code of one line, I need to execute the print statement here. Where? Here. Okay. Now, if you write the code for the only the last line, then I will say %d, comma I, right? Now I plus plus I already wrote here, so don't write here I plus plus. If you write I plus plus here, what happens? It increments here, it increments here. Then it becomes I equal to plus 2. Okay, it becomes a wrong. So be careful. Then if you want to write the same code, what change I should do such that I want to get only this line? If you want to get this line in this particular code, what I should change? Yes, ma'am.
I less
Get-
than or equals to 4.
So instead of 5, what it should be? It should be 4, right? Now we'll see the next line. It is only till 3. So if you want to make this line to execute, but what change I should do? Instead of 4, I should write 3. Next, if you see the other line, other statement, of course, loop is also not required, but let us write the code for using loop itself. Now 1 and 2 you want to display. So I'll start from 1, I'll end at 2 here. Yes or not? The same loop will be there. And if you want to write only for 1, I'll say also 1 I is less than or equal to 1. So what change you can see here? The numbers are moving from 5. Of course, in the first line you want to get 1. Yes or not? Second line 2, next to 3, next to 4, next to 5. I started from the last line, so it is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So if I want to get the first line, what I should get? I should get as 1. Next time it should become 2. Next time it should become 3. Next time it should become 4. Next time it should become 5. Yes or not? So therefore, instead of this place, now let me write that particular code here. For I equal to 1, I is less than or equal to, I should fill this, right? Now I plus plus. It's a code, right? Now what I should fill here? Let me take some other variable called as k. Now k should be 1, next time 2, next time 3, next time 4, next time 5. Therefore, what I'll do here? I'll start from 1 itself. k is less than or equal to how many times I want to execute. Here I should start from 1, next time 2, next time 3, next time 4, next time 5. So I'll say even here less than or equal to 5. Okay. Plus. And close. And here I should say a new line character. Did you get what we wrote here? Yes, ma'am. Did you understand?
Yes,
Since I'm
sir.
listening.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. We'll take some other example and we'll try to write the code for that. This makes you practice well in using the nesting of loops. Okay, which program you are writing? 3 finished. Number 4. Pattern 4. Now, let me take in reverse order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1. Now, what I should write the code for this? For semicolon, semicolon. You say me what to write. Printf %t, comma, some variable here, and then printf a new line character. Okay. You say I should take. This is an inner loop. Okay. Now you write which is the biggest line. You take that and compare with the other lines whether they are same or not. Yes, same. But there is only slight change here. Now you write the code for the longest one. So what I should write here? I equal to. Yes, ma'am. Response, please.
1.
5.
5.
No, I should start from 1 here. 1. I should start from 1 and I should stop till 5. So I'll say I is now equal to 5. I plus. Just don't guess like that. Think of if you want to display this particular line, only this line, how you write the code. I equal to 1, I is less than equal to 5, I plus. Now what you need to display? You want to display the I value. Then you have closed it and your character. Fine. Okay. Then in this code, what change I want to do, I need to do to get this second line. Second line, instead of 5, you should get 4, right? It's the next line, next time. So first line, you want to get till 5. Next line, you want to get till 4. Next line, you want to get 3. Next line, 2. Next line, till 1. Therefore, I write a loop here, k equal to, see, I want to get the first line, I want to move till 5. So instead of writing a number here, I will write k here. So what I'll do here, k equal to 5 and k is greater than or equal to 1 and k minus. Open and close. Is it one? We'll take some other example. Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
No.
Yes, sir.
Now, a slight change, program number 5. I'll change the pattern and let me explain you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2. 5, 4, 3. 5, 4, and 5. Again, just to see what is the biggest line in this and compare what the difference comes here. It's still 1. Next 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, leave it. You write the code only for the first line. Then how I can write it? For I equal, I need to start from 5.
5.
And I is greater than or equal to 1 here. Okay, sorry, I minus. Then I'll say printf %t, comma I. Right? Yeah, sometimes some people will be writing this one as like this. Don't write something like as an earthworms and like that. Don't do this like this. Please write comfortably, open here and close like this. Clear? Fine. Okay. Now the same code. Okay, let me have a new line character. Done. Now what change will be should be accepted to get the second line here? Of course, it should start from 5 and it should end till 2. First time it will be 1. Next time it should end with 2. Next time again it should start from 5 itself. See here, 5 itself, but it should end with 3. Again it should start from 5, is accepted. It should end with 4. And next time it should start with 5 and with 5. So what is the first value? 1. Therefore, you can take here k equal to 1. K is less than or equal to 5 and k plus plus. And close here. Then now sometimes you will be seeing this code in the form of I and j in textbooks. How you will see? You'll be seeing like this. For I equal to 1, instead of k they'll be using I. Instead of I that what we have used, they will be using j. Don't get confused. Okay. K is less than or equal to 5. K plus plus. Oh. Taking I and j, how the textbooks will be writing. I is less than or equal to 5. I plus plus. Open. For j equal to 5. J is less than. See here, what I wrote. Whether I wrote correct. J is greater than or equal to I here, and j 5 to 1. So I'm decrementing. So printf %t I. I used j here, right? Sorry, here. J here. So instead of taking I, k and j here, I have used here as I and j. So please don't get confused. They are just variables. Int I comma j here, and here we'll be declaring as int k comma I or I comma k. Doesn't matter, right? So hope this is fine. Yeah, here we wrote a mistake here. Instead of 1 here, if I say 1, then it will be 54321, 54321, 54321. I need to change this code, this value here. What I'll do here, I'll say k. 5 to 1, next 5 to 4. Yeah, first to 1, next 2, right? 5 to 1, next time the k value will be 2. So 5 to 2, 5 to 3, 5 to 4, and 5 to 5. Is it fine? Students, is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we'll take somewhat different pattern again. Of course, I'll give different patterns for you to work. You till what I'm discussing, you can work till this mid examination. Then after I'll give a plenty of programs for you to practice. If I give now, then it makes confusion for you. Okay, that whether I need to prepare all these programs for mid examination or like that. Now 6. Now let me take like this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 2, 1, 1. Seeing this, just don't get confused or don't get frightened. Just write the code if you want to display for the longest line. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. In this for this line, you can write the code. How I can write? For see, I can take any variables. So I'll take now as in P and Q. Okay, because I want to make you confident that you can take any variable. Now, if I want to write the code for this line, I'll say here P equal to 5 and P should reach till 1. So I'm saying P is greater than or equal to 1. Since you're decrementing, I'm saying P minus minus. Printf percentage D, comma, P here. Now printf a new line character. Done. Now, if you see this line, what changes I should make in this code? Yes, ma'am. I'm leaving to you. What change I should do here such that it should start from 4, it should end with 1.
Equal to false.
Yes. Here I should say 4 next time. Next time it should be 3. Next time it should be 1, 2. Next time it should be 1. So it should start from 5. Next time it should be 4. Next time 3. Next time 2. Next time 1. Therefore, what I'll do, I will write a loop here. Let me say Q. Q equal to 5. And let me just erase this part. Okay, for your convenience, I'll say here it should say 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 next time, right? Okay. Now, what code you want? You need to write here. If you don't know, just leave this part and just check like this. I should start from 5, and I should reach till 1. So what I should do? What I should do here? Q is greater than or equal to 1, and you're decrementing the value. So I'm saying Q minus minus. Is it fine? Simple. See, and what change I should do here? Instead of this 5, I should say Q. P equal to Q, and P is greater than or equal to 1 here. Is it fine? Now, what change you need to observe here is that till now we have updated only this part, right, in the previous programs. But what we have updated now? We have updated this part. So depending on the scenario, that the pattern that what given, you need to write the code. Here. Now, let me take some other program. P7. Now I'm saying 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 4, 4, 4. 3, 3, 3. 2, 2, and 1. Now, how to write the code for this? Just again, write the only code for one time. Now, what you need to write here? You need to display only the printf for one time. Yes or not? So I'm saying printf. I'm saying 5 here. You can display the 5 constant in this percentage D. Right like this. How many times I need to execute? 5 times. So for some, what variables you want to take? Yes, ma'am. Any variable you can take.
M.
Okay. M and N. M and N. Let me take that variables. Okay. Now I'm saying N equal to 1. N is less than, how many times you want to execute? 5 times, right? N is less than or equal to 5. N plus plus. If the scenario demands you to take N equal to 5, N is greater than or equal to 1, N minus minus, you can do so. Depending on scenario, you can check it out. And a new line character. Now, this code, how it will be equivalent for the next line? See, here there is a change. Here there is a change. Instead of 5, I should write 4. Next time 3. Next time 2. Next time 1. Right? So here the code is modifying. So how you are modifying? You write the outer loop like this. So what will be the first value? It should be 5. Next time it should be 4. Next time it should be 3, 2, and 1. Therefore, I'll write the code here for M equal to, starting it should be 5. Last is 1. So M is greater than or equal to 1. M and 5 to 1 is nothing but M minus minus. Open, close. Now, if the same code is given for you to work on, if I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 4, and 5. Again, don't get confused. You write only for one code. Same value you repeat. And here, what I need to change here, I didn't complete as previous one. Instead of 5, I should say M here. See, previous till now, you have displayed whatever the inner variable what is there, you have displayed that one. But you can change, you can see here, I wrote the outermost loop variable. That means loop control variable of outermost loop. Yes or not? Now, these are called as, this is called as inner loop, and this is called as outer loop. Okay. Now outer loop variable I have used here. Yes or not? So that you need to understand. If I do this, of course, again I need to use outermost loop, but I'll start from one, next time to, yeah.
Sir, in the previous loop, inner loop n less than equal to m kada sir.
Ah, very good, excellent. See here. Yes, you are listening. You are listening to the class. I'm very happy. See, first time it should be 5 times. Next time it should be only 4 times itself. So this loop will work for. Oh, that is closed automatically. Just a moment. Huh? Yeah. Now, this loop executes from 1 to 5. That means 5 times every time. But this line, it executes 5 times. It executes only 4 times. Therefore, what I'll do, I'll say 1 here, even I'll say m. So 1 to 5, 1 to 4, next time 1 to 3, 1 to 2, 1 to 1. Okay. Now, for this, you can, I'm leaving to you, you can write the code, and here a slight change, the same, but m will start from 1 and less than or equal to 5, m plus plus. The remaining code will be same for that. Okay. Students, work to students. Okay. Now, we'll take some other thing very differently. I want today 1, next time 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now, what you'll see the difference between the previous programs and this program is here the numbers are repeating, but here the number is continuing, right? Yes or not? How to write the code for this? Okay, let me take the new page one. Yeah, here I'm taking this code, same code, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It's a 10. Now, how to write this code? Now, since it is continuing, you are not understanding how to write the code. You just assume this in the form of the code that what you know. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whether it's looking in the same fashion or not, not the numbers, but whether they're looking the same pattern or not. First, what happened? Sorry, yeah. First, only one number. Next line, two digits. Next line, you are getting 3 numbers. Next line, you are getting 4 numbers. Next line, you are getting 5 numbers. Is or not? Now you write the code for this. Your code for this. How I can write it? Only write for the last line. For some j equal to j is less than or equal to 5 j plus plus. Printf %t comma j. Yes or not? Now, saying here printf and new line character. Now, how it executes for the previous line? I should say less than or equal to 4. Next time 3, next time 2, next time 1, right? Okay. The first line, it should be 1 to 1. Next line, it should be till 2. Next line, it should be 3. Next line, it should be 4. Last line, it should be 5. Yes or not? So it's starting from 1, ending with 5. So what do we here? For I equal to 1, I is less than or equal to 5, I plus plus. Open and close here. Now, see here, from 1 to 5, it displays 1 to j value. That means first time, okay, instead of here 5, what I should do? I should write I. Now see, I will be 1. So from 1 to 1, it displays. Next time, I value will be 2. So from 1 to 2, this will be displayed. Next line 1 to 3. Next time 1 to 4. Next time 1 to 5. Yes or not? So it's working fine. Now you are getting this part, but how to get this one is only the question. Yes or not, ma? Students.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Students. Yeah. Are you
Yes, sir.
are you getting how to write the code for this? You got it, right? The same code
Yes,
will be
sir.
working for this, but the numbers are in continuous fashion. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15. That's the reason what I'll do here is that I'll write the same code, but I will take a variable, a special variable, where it starts from 1 and continuously will be incremented. Okay? No, just a moment. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Now what I should do? I should write the same code, but when I'm displaying the value here of j, instead of displaying j, okay, let me write the same code here itself. Let me change here. What I'll do, I'll take what I took I and the j. Let some other variable called as some value or v something. I'll start from 1. Okay, because the first number is 1 here. 1 here. Therefore, what I'll do, instead of value here, instead of j, I'll write value here. Next time, the value should be next number, right? Because the 2 is displaying here, next to 3, next to 4, next 5. Therefore, as soon as you display the value, you need to increment the value here. That's it. Now, we'll write the code again. We'll see here. We'll write the code so that you'll understand. What I'll do, I will, where's my pointer? Yeah, here. Now I will take the value here, value equal to 1 or variable equal to 1. Shall I take value or variable? Sorry, v or value? Yes, ma.
Value, sir.
Okay, value equal to 1. Now I'll say here for I equal to 1, I is less than or equal to 5, I plus plus. Then for j equal to 1, j is less than or equal to I here is very important, and j plus plus. Open. Here you are displaying the value of a variable, and the variable is nothing but value, right? Then immediately after that, what you should do, you should increment the variable here. Open and give a new line character here. And close this loop. See, this loop is opening in here and it's opening and closing here. Now, this is the code. Now, what it displays continuous values here, going on incrementing values. Now, therefore, it displays 1. Next 1, 2, sorry, continuous values 1 after 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Since you are writing this for 5 lines, here the value will be 5. If you want to display only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then what change I should do? You need to get only 3 lines here, right? Therefore, you can change this part as 3. Getting? Since the I and J values are not matching with this, continuous values are there, I'll be taking a separate variable here. Is it fine, ma?
Yes, sir.
Now, these type of, and since you are getting like this pattern, you will be getting the special name is given for this pattern and is called as floats. And it is looking like a triangle. So looking like a triangle, but you have continuous values. Therefore, it is called as Floyd's triangle. Floyd's triangle. Okay. Now, let me take one more pattern and let me close the class, man. And the remaining part I'll be discussing in the tomorrow second hour, right? And with that, the concepts that we discussed till tomorrow second hour, that will be there for your mid examination. Hope you don't have any exam on Monday, right? If you want to have a revision, then we'll have a class. Otherwise, not required. Okay. And during these mid examinations, you'll not have the regular classes. Okay. Now, till what count I took? 9. Yeah. Let me take the next pattern as 10. Now, this is somewhat different than the other patterns. Slightly different. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, I leave a space here. 3, 4, 5. 4, 5, and 5. You need to get a space here. How to get that? How to get that is a question mark. Now, before writing this, again, let us look this pattern in a simplest way. How we can look into that is remove the spaces and rewrite it. This is a question actually, right? Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, and 5. See, the difference between these two patterns is that here there is no, it's starting from the same column, but here first time it's starting from first column, next time it is giving a space, 2 spaces, then you are getting 3 spaces, the last line you are getting 4 spaces. That is only the difference, yes or not? Response.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
How to write this code for this? See, write only the code for the one line. A full page view. Yeah. How to write the code for this part? So first line means bigger line you can take some, you can take any variable. Let me, what variable you want to take?
AB.
A.
AB. Okay. Let me take B inside because generally A, if you take the top, it will be somewhat convenient to understand. There's only difference. Otherwise, you can take B as a top, A inside, it's your wish. Now B equal to, it's starting from 1, ending with 5. So B equal to 1, B is less than or equal to 5, and B plus plus. And simply, presently you can display the B value. Right? Next line, how it difference? It's starting from 2. So here only the difference will be. The variable should be next, it should be 2. Next time it should be 3, 4, and 5. So the first number start with 1. Next time it should start with 2, 3, next time 4, next time 5. So here the variable is modifying. So what I do here, I'll take a different color. Oh. Now, instead of writing these numbers like this, I'll say A. I'll say here B equal to A. That is the modification, right? Now A should start from where? It should start from 1 and it should end with 5. That has decided. Now B equal to the first line should start from 1. Next line should start with 2. Next line should start with 3. Therefore, I'll take for A equal to 1. A is less than or equal to 5. Okay, let me just erase this part because it get confused. Yeah, and for your convenience again, first time I'll start with 1, next time it should be 3, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, for your convenience, I'm writing that. Okay. Now it should be less than or equal to 5 and A plus plus. Open and close. And new line character, closing it here. Is it fine? Whether this code gives this output, I didn't execute any program on the dev C++. We'll take only one program and we'll execute that. We'll take this program and we'll execute that. Okay, and we'll close the class. Now, this code is a replica of, means it gets this pattern. Now the question is how I can get the spaces. Now, if you want to display space, what I can do? Just you give a single space. In double quotes, you give a space. First time you display it for 0 times. Next time you display it for 1 time before you are displaying this code. Next time you need to display 2 spaces. Next time 3 spaces. Next time 4 spaces, like that. So first time 0 spaces, 1 space, 2 space, 3 space, and 4 spaces. Right? Now, where you want to get the spaces? Before displaying this particular line, where is my pointer? Just a moment. Yeah. Before displaying the line, you need to display the spaces, right? So where I can write? I can write the code here to display the spaces. So I'll write the same code. Okay. Let me write the same code and takes another pen. Yeah. For A equal to 1, A is less than or equal to 5. A plus plus, right? And then you need to display the code to display the space. So B equal to A, B is less than 5. I'll write that code here. For B equal to A, B is less than or equal to 5, B plus plus. Open. B. And new line character. Done. Now let me close the outer loop here. Done. Now here what you should do? You should write the code for displaying the spaces. Pointer. Yeah. Now I need to write the code here to display the spaces, right? Therefore, what I'll do now, how many times I display the space? For k equal to 1 and the k is less than or equal to something and k plus plus. What I should do? I should display a space here. Okay, give a space here. And then close it. Don't write new line character here. Now these should display spaces. Now how many times? First time it should display 0 times. Next time it should be 1 time. See, it should, if it want to execute for 0 times, if I starting with 1 and k is less than or equal to 0, if I say, then this loop will not execute for at least once. Why? Because 1 is less than or equal to 0, it becomes false, right? Therefore, I'll start from 1 here. That's the reason I started with 1. Now, next time it should be 1, next time it should be 2, next time it should be 3, next time it should be 4, and like that. It's nothing but a minus 1 I can take. One way I'll say a minus 1. But for your convenience, let me take another variable called as space. I'm saying 0. Now here I'm saying space. There I'll say here space plus plus. So this loop, this particular loop will be displaying a space. First time it displays 0 spaces. Next time, see, you incremented a space. Next time when you're executing, it should display 1 space, 2 spaces, 3 spaces, 4 spaces. Clear what I'm saying? So how you should see everything is that any given problem, don't see as a problem, take as a challenge. If you see in the challenging part, then convert that complex thing into easy part, write the code and see the difference. What can be the change in between these two? Only spaces. Then what we discussed, like writing the space, displaying the space here is a question mark. How to write the code, right? Therefore, put the space here and remaining is same. Shall we write the code for this one? We'll execute this code and we'll end the class. If you say fine, then we'll go ahead.
Okay,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Fine, sir.
Yes, sir.
Shall I execute this on Dev C++?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
done.
sir.
We'll execute only this code and we'll exit the class. Now open. We'll take new. Let me save this. See, you need to save like this, man. I'm showing this. See, in D drive, somewhere and D it's better. Now in that C practice, I have different things. Of course, this is your for seniors actually. Now you need to, you're working with loops. In loops, you create another thing called as nested loops. Create the folders like this. So what happens if you want to see the code for arithmetic operators like that, then you'll go into here and we'll check it out. We discuss on swapping, right? And in it too, if you want to work on a switch, if else, and yeah, switch is also there. You can check it out. Ovals and with character, loop, leap year, if else, like that. And for looping part, another folder. In that you have nested loops. You need to save the programs in this way so that it will be easy to track a particular program if you want. Now, if you place everything in one book, if you write everything in a book, one single book, every class, that will be very tough to separate that, right? Like that. Now, nested loop, or I can say in our example, pattern 10. Pattern.c. Okay. Hash include stdio.h int main return 0. Then come. How many variables I'll take? I took some A, B, and we took space, right? Then I'll say space equal to 0 for first time. Then for loop I wrote here B equal to A and B is less than or equal to 5, B plus plus. Here what we wrote? A equal to 1, A is less than or equal to 5, A plus plus. Inside I wrote printf, it's not PF actually, printf, right? Printf %d space comma A, sorry, B. If I give A, then it repeats 1 1 1 1 like that. Now printf a new line character. Might have observed here, I didn't took any spaces here. Okay. Now we need to write the code to display the space here, right? But to that we'll execute the program. 1 2 3 4 5, 2 3 4 5, 3 4 5, 4 5, and 5. Here you want to get the space. There you take another variable here. Let's some k. And here for k equal to 1, k is less than or equal to space.
Sir?
Yes.
It is not visible, sir.
Arre. Why so? Is it visible, ma?
Sir, yes, sir, it is.
Arre, you should say me if it is like that. Yeah, this is a code actually, and I execute and you got as I discussed. Now you want to get the spaces. Okay, for writing the spaces, I'm writing here. Just as I wrote there, I'm executing this code. K is less than or equal to space K plus plus. Here what I'll do? I'll write printf, give a space here. That and here after this loop, okay, after this loop, you update the space plus plus. Okay, now execute the code, take it out. One, you got okay. Now see here. Previously, what happened here? You given us that's a problem. It's getting like this. Okay, to even get like that, better you give another space and execute. Will get correctly. If you get doubt, just don't give any spaces here, and you can give a single space here. Execute that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Space, one space. 2, 3, 4, 5. Two spaces. 3, 4, 5. Three spaces. 4, 5. And 4 spaces. 5. Is it fine? You can work on different programs.
Yes, sir.
Like this. I will give the different patterns. Since I discussed 10 different patterns here, you can practice this 10 patterns. If you actually, yeah, and even in nested loop also, these will also come like list of prime numbers, list of prime perfect numbers, abstract numbers, sorry, list of strong numbers. Since I discussed before, you can take normally, means that they can be included as a nesting of loops and you can practice them. And regarding these different patterns, practice one by one, and you need to practice. When you're practicing, you start from this program itself. The same way that I given first example. Next example I discussed on, then reverse like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next decreasing order or increasing order. Then we took in another way like decreasing 5, next 4, 3, 2, 1. Next here, see here the difference is 1 to 5, 1 to 4 like that. From here 5 to 1, 5 to 2, 5 to 3 and like that. And then we discussed on 5, 4, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. That means ending is 1, starting is different. So that's what you can see the change here. P equal to Q. And here for getting the same value, I will write here the outermost loop variable. Then you take this as a work. It's almost the same. A slight change will be there. Instead of 5 to 1, I'll say 1 to 5. That's it. And it's called as a Flood's triangle. And even we discussed that since the number is continuously modifying, you take another variable and start displaying that value. And since it is feel difficult, write in an easy manner, write the code for that and see the change that it's getting the same pattern, but only the numbers are in continuous fashion. Therefore, I took the variable here. Then I want to display the spaces here. So see, as a given a dots, if it feel difficult, let me write this as once again here, so that once if I share, you'll not get confused. The question is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. 4, 5, and 5. For your convenience, I given space here, but you need not give any space. Still, if you can try it out. So, how to display the space before it? Even we discussed that. Looking that in a simple manner, writing the code and assuming that you need to write the display spaces before the inner loop, and before this inner loop, okay, we wrote the spaces code. How are you feeling this class, man? Is it interesting?